Boom! Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Listen up, folks, whether you're here with me live right this moment, or if you're watching this later on, you guys, I've been coming on these streams for a while, and I've been talking about the opportunity that exists in the markets right now, and I believe that you guys had some time before we got a recession, and thus tremendous, in my opinion, buying opportunities in stocks like Nvidia and Amazon and Tesla and all the companies that you guys love at significantly discounted share prices from where they were trading at last year. And I've been saying that between now and then, between now and that time, if you were to actively trade, whether that was day trade or swing trade, this insanely volatile market, and volatility equals opportunity, folks, for active traders, that this market that is flooded with volatility presents to you immense opportunity as active traders. And I coined 2022, and I said this in December, that this was going to be the year of the active trader, and so far it has. The idea is that you actively trade, whether it's day trade or swing trade, to build up some cash reserves so that when the time comes to begin adding to your long-term portfolio, you guys are cashed up and you're ready to go. This is all about a huge wealth transfer. Whenever the stock market's declined significantly, that's what we've seen over the past 100 years. Whenever the market's declined significantly, there's a transfer of wealth. Okay, it's retail traders and retail investors sell near the bottom, and they sell right into the hands of the Wall Street rich professionals that are waiting to just suck up the blood of the dying retail investor. Do not be that person. This transfer of wealth does not have to go that way as it has in the previous times. And that's why I'm on these live streams trying to explain to people and educate people to be able to be on the right side of that wealth transfer, because every single significant stock market decline in history, whatever the reason was for the decline, proved to be a tremendous buying opportunity for long-term portfolios. Everyone, whether it was COVID, whether it was 08, 09, or the taper tantrum of 2018, okay? And I'll actually just pull it up on my screen. I'll just show you guys just as a reminder, okay? You go back through history, folks. You got the COVID crash, the taper tantrum of 2018, the little stutter step in the economy of 15, 16. You had the 08, 09 recession, the dot-com bubble. Every single one of these stock market declines, okay, every single one has proved to be a tremendous long-term wealth building opportunity. And every single time people have said, oh, well, this time it's different. This time it's different. And I'm here to tell you, and I'm hearing this from people saying it again. Oh, this time it's different. No. This time's not different. It's different in the sense of what are the catalysts that have caused the market decline, but it's not different in the sense that that decline will provide tremendous long-term buying opportunities. Stock market doesn't crash every day, folks. It doesn't go down 20% every single day. Matter of fact, there's a handful of times over the last 50 years that you just saw where we got that type of action. I just showed it to you on the chart. You can literally count on one hand how many times since 1990 the S&P 500 went down 20%. You can count on one hand how many times that has happened. Look, guys, over the last 2 years, you could have put every single stock in the S&P 500 on a wall, closed your eyes, threw a dart, whatever it landed on, bought it, and you would have made money on that stock. That's what 2021 was like. That's not the norm. Okay, 2021 was a complete anomaly, but the problem is a lot of retail investors just got involved in the markets in 2020 and 2021, and that's all they know. And that gave them a false sense of reality, a false sense of success, made them believe that the stock market's a get-rich-quick scheme, and it created a lot of bad habits. And those bad habits are now punishing those people that do not have an education and do not understand the proper workings of a stock market and being able to properly take advantage of opportunities that are presented. They're now getting punished for that lack of knowledge. That lack of knowledge you got away with last year. That was an anomaly. And I'm here to tell you guys right now that this is an opportunity. And I already started nibbling in my long-term portfolio on 9 specific stocks, but I still have the majority of my cash, about more than 75% of the cash that I want to put into the market. It's still on the sideline, waiting for that moment to strike. And I believe that that moment is coming very soon. Now, I used to believe that we had until maybe 2023 until that was going to be the case. But now, with everything that's been happening, I now believe that the stock market is going to bottom this summer. Yeah, guys, that lack of knowledge, it's such a shame because the opportunity is massive right now. It really is. The opportunity is massive now. When you take a look at a company like NVIDIA down 30, 40%, AMD, these are two companies, two of my favorite companies in my long-term portfolio. I'm going to be a shareholder of those companies till the damn 60. Easy. Right? I believe AMD is a $250 stock in 5 years. I believe NVIDIA is a $500 stock in 5 years. I mean, these are just companies that I believe in for the long haul. And I'm excited to start buying and well, not start because I already own these companies, but to begin adding to these companies at more realistic and reasonable prices rather than the unsustainable astronomical valuations that occurred in 2021. Some people might be saying, listen, everything that's going on, COVID, inflation, recession, Ukraine, Russia, monkeypox, whatever it is, all that creates volatility, which equals opportunity if you are educated. Let's say, for example, you maybe joined True Trading Group in 2019. You could have spent a year learning, honing your skills as a trader and an investor to then, when the stock market crashed in 2020, you'd been positioned and understood the importance of buying the dip on some of those major companies that could have laid an incredible nest egg for you and your family. And then you could have actively traded the chaos that was AMC and GameStop and NIO and Sheeb and Doge and all of these others. Okay? These are the things that educated traders and investors were doing. They weren't, dumping their life savings into Dogecoin. They were trading it, right? Educated investors weren't dumping their life savings into GameStop. They were trading it. It's the people that didn't know any better that started just buying dips, and the stock went down, they bought more, went down again, they bought more. And now they lost more money this year than they made all of last year. And that's horrible because so much money was made last year amongst retail traders. And I was pounding the table to try to convince people to sell. I was telling everybody at the end of last year, I go, guys, 2022 is not going to be an up year in the market. We're getting a down year in the market in 2022. In fact, very publicly on this live stream, as a matter of fact, in December and even before December, like September and October, I was telling everybody that I was taking profit in my long-term portfolio because I believe 2022 was going to be a down year. And now I'm very, very glad and very happy that I took profits off when I did, because I now am cashed up and able to then take advantage of the sell-off and of this dip. All right. So this is kind of what it's about, folks. Being able to know where to invest and then being able to know where to trade. I am, however, human. Like I come on these live streams and I tell people about, when I'm right, and I tell people that when I'm wrong. And I do, matter of fact, believe that I may have been wrong when I initially was saying that we might get that opportunity in 2023 with the recession. But I'm now starting to think that the markets may be bottoming within the next couple of weeks to a couple of months. And I think that you're going to get the markets going to bottom out here in the summer. And I actually think that from August to December, the markets can actually climb higher. But from now until July, August, I think the market's going to be pretty choppy down here. You might get up bear market rallies, but I think the markets stay overall weak throughout the summer as the markets go through a bottoming process. All right. So it's first, though, folks, it's important to understand, who it is that you're listening to and why you should care about any of the stuff that I share with you on these live streams. And, I've got more experience than probably 90% of the finance YouTubers that you guys are going to see. My name is Mike Leverett. I've been trading and investing for over 15 years, and I began my career working for a fund in New York City. My first job out of college, then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession, the stock market crash. But that was also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, 15 years later, guys, I'm the co-founder and head trader at True Trading Group, fastest growing and highest rated online premium education platform that's available today. And since 2016, my team of 8 other professional trading mods and myself have helped thousands of people from all over the world in all walks of life achieve their financial goals. All right. I come on these lives on a daily basis and we go over a lot of exciting stuff. I share with you my trades. I share with you my ideas. I share with you my analysis. I share with you my positions. And today on this live stream, we've got a lot to go over. We got a lot to talk about because tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow's a big day because you got Fed minutes coming out. So we're going to get the minutes from the Fed meeting that occurred earlier this month. We had a Fed meeting earlier this month, and we are about to get the notes from that meeting. That's what the minutes are. Fed minutes are the notes that were taken during the previous Fed meeting. These notes typically tend to provide a jolt of volatility in the overall market when they do come out. The markets move when these minutes are released. Okay. That's what we do there. Okay. So, sorry guys, just reading a couple of messages that are coming through that I see some people. Yeah, some news is coming out after hours from individual stocks and everything. Yeah, we'll get to that in just a moment. We will get to that, folks, in just a moment. But the overall market is moving higher after hours as you're getting a couple of stocks that are moving themselves higher. Today was a pretty choppy day in the overall markets, but today was a very constructive day in the overall markets. I'm going to explain to you why today was such a constructive day in the markets and then what this means now going into tomorrow's Fed minutes and where that leaves us now with regards to the bottoming process I think we're going to have here throughout the summer. And I come on these live streams and I share everything with you guys. I share my good days. I share my bad days, my green days, my red days, my green trades, my red trades. I'm fully transparent and let you guys know everything. Today was a net negative red day for me. But it wasn't anything bad. It was a very, very, very manageable and controlled day. And I feel like today we did just a very, very good job of managing positions that we were in. Was able to, basically I had like one break-even trade, I had one small green trade, and I had like a small to medium-sized red trade. So it's like I went through all of these different trades today. One was in GameStop, one was in Facebook or Meta, and the other was in the SPY. And what I want to talk to people about today is really the importance of risk management, because I preach like down to my bones the importance of risk management and why it is so important for you to just maintain and maintain discipline with your risk so that you never get yourself into a position or a situation where you can get hurt. Okay. Losing money is part of trading. You're going to make losing trades. They are going to happen. There's no way around it. There's not a trader on this planet that just goes through a trading year and never makes red trades. Every single trader on this planet will make losing trades. It is all about how you manage those losing trades, and being able to lose correctly is what makes the difference. But there's too many people out there that don't understand risk management at all. And I preach it until I am literally blue in the face within True Trading Group. My TG fam can probably count on one hand how many times they ever see me get hurt throughout the course of a trading year. And that is what keeps you in the game. Too many people, when they first get started trading, they think it's a get-rich-quick scheme. They want to swing for the fences. They want to turn their $1,000 account into $10,000, and they want to do it right away. And they take these crazy shots. They have terrible risk management. They have no discipline whatsoever, and they blow up their accounts, and then they walk away and they say, the stock market's a scam. Stock market's not a scam. Tell the millions of traders all over the world that literally earn a living and make millions, some of them billions with a B, dollars a year doing this. Tell them the stock market's a scam, and they're going to literally fly away on their private jet laughing at you. It's not a scam. Okay. It's that people get themselves involved in the stock market without having any education or knowledge of what the hell they are doing in the first place. Okay. It's like going and, walking onto a construction site and operating heavy machinery without having any idea how to operate that machinery, and then be surprised when you actually get hurt physically operating heavy construction machinery. No crap that you're going to get hurt operating heavy machinery without anybody showing you how to actually do it correctly. And then people get surprised. You're going to get surprised that you just got hurt, that you just hurt yourself on a construction site. No, you're going to be like, wow, I'm such a jackass for not actually asking somebody that does this for a living, how do I use this piece of equipment so I don't hurt myself? Trading is not very different from that. And I try so every single day to nauseum inside of True Trading Group. Myself, the 8 other professional traders that are with us, that are moderators in TG, will drill this risk management into your skull until you have migraines every single day. If that is what it takes, we're going to do it, because that is the difference maker in people reaching their goals or not. It's not, oh, let me find a trader that can predict the future. That's not what trading is. Nobody can predict the future. You can find me a trader that is so confident that NVIDIA goes to $170 tomorrow. Find me that trader. that says, oh, no, it's going to 170, 100%, 100%. Okay, it's going to 170. Okay, Mr. Trader, are you willing to bet your entire net worth that NVIDIA goes to 170 tomorrow? Not one trader on this planet would take that bet. Not one. Why? Because not one trader knows with 100% certainty that the stock's going to go to 170 tomorrow. They have ideas. They have probability. They think, oh, maybe there's a 70% probability that the stock goes to 170 tomorrow. Well, now that's a little bit different. But nobody knows for sure. That's why it's not about predicting the future. Trading is about playing the probabilities. But I'll ask anybody, hey, you willing to bet your entire net worth that you know the answer to 2 + 2? Every single person on this live stream is going to take that bet. It'll be the easiest double up on your net worth you ever had because you know with 100% certainty the answer is 4. Trading is about identifying high probability patterns and setups and putting yourself on the right side of that probability over and over and over again, knowing full well that there is not one setup, there's not one indicator, there's not one chart pattern that will always work. It's a probability. It's like pocket aces in poker. Pocket aces in poker, you got the highest probability of winning that hand before the flop comes out, but that does not guarantee you're going to win. But you're going to play that hand every single time you get it. Why? Because you have the highest probability of winning the hand. So you're going to play that probability over and over and over again. If you do it enough, you'll come out on the right side of that probability as long as you stay in the game, as long as you don't blow yourself up. It's a lot easier to recover from a paper cut than it is stepping on a landmine. But too many traders are in a rush. They think it's a get-rich-quick scheme, and they're in a rush. And they think, I'm going to take this 1,000, I'm going to turn it into 10,000, then I'll worry about risk management. Wrong. This is not an argument of what came first, the chicken or the egg. You will not be consistently profitable without strong risk management. Strong risk management comes first. It's why I'm such a stickler on it. And today on this live stream, we are going to go over exactly the risk management strategies that I implemented today in my own trading that saved me from having what could have been, a sizable red day, saved me from having just a small, manageable red day. And it just like brushes right off your shoulder. And it's like tomorrow's a brand new day and we go back after things. So I come on these live streams and I give you lessons that you can learn from my winning trades and my winning days. But I also share with you lessons you can learn from red days because red days are going to happen. There's no way around it. Not a lot of people talk about them because it's not sexy. It doesn't sell memberships, right? But if you want to really actually learn how to become a trader, this is the information that you need to learn. And this is what we teach in True Trading Group. These are the opportunities that are in front of you guys right now in the market environment that we find ourselves in. So we're going to start this live stream off with a Q&A. I'm going to give some time for people to log on. You guys can ask me questions, whatever's on your mind. I'm here to help. Right? Then we're going to dive into the trades that I made today. Again, the SPY, Meta, Facebook, whatever, GameStop. Those are the 3 trades that I made today. Kind of a medium-sized loss on the SPY trade. Okay, basically like a break-even non-event trade on the Facebook Meta trade. And then a small win on the GameStop trade. Okay. I grinded today. Like I was like the army training, like underneath the barbed wire, crawling through the mud. Like that was what I felt like today. It was a very, very choppy day in the markets today, but you can't allow yourself to get blown up on those days. Tomorrow, I think, is going to be a different story. Tomorrow, I think we're going to get big time movement. I think we're getting big time movement tomorrow with the Fed minutes that are coming out. 2 p.m. Eastern, those Fed minutes are released. So we're going to talk about not only some risk management lessons from my trading earlier today, but we're also going to go over what my expectations are and what my thoughts are on the Fed minutes that are released tomorrow. Okay? So without any further ado, folks, let's go ahead. Let's begin typing those questions in chat. Remember, there's no such thing as a stupid question. There's no such thing as a silly question. Asking questions is how you learn. All right? Asking. All right, folks. Let's see. What do we got? If you have not determined your risk and stick to your stop loss, you will regret it. Take it from me. I've learned the hard way, as most of us probably have. TGD teaches you how to manage your risk. Exactly. One of the first things that you guys will notice, one of the first things that you'll notice is when you join True Trading Group, what most people do wrong is most people have consistency in their position size and inconsistency in their risk. And it's the exact opposite. You're supposed to have consistency in your risk and inconsistency in your position size. Okay? Meaning you should determine what is the dollar amount you're comfortable risking per trade. This is a big lesson. So if you guys are new, if you're not a member to Trading Group, you definitely want to write this down. This can completely change your trading immensely. You've got to figure out what your risk tolerance is per trade. Too many people do this. They go, I'm going to put $2,500 into every single trade. Every stock I buy, I'm going to buy $2,500. Wrong. Totally wrong. Completely wrong. Okay. The reason why that is completely wrong is because every single stock and every single situation has completely different volatility, a completely different setup where your stop loss would be, and therefore completely different risk. So if you're one of those people that say, oh, well, I saw online that you should just set a stop loss at 4%. Why? Why 4%? What the F is the relevance of 4%? That's a made up number. I hate when I see people online talking about, oh yeah, this is a swing. I'm going to swing trade. We're going to buy the stock and we're going to just set a stop loss at 4%. What is the relevance of 4%? There is none. It's an arbitrary number you just literally picked out of thin air. It has no relevance to your trade whatsoever. Every single trade is going to be different. Now, on one particular trade setup, a 4% stop loss, that might be way too tight of a stop loss. You might need to have a 6 or 7% stop loss. Other situations, a 4% stop could be way too much. Maybe you only need a 1 or 2% stop loss. It all depends on the pattern and the setup that you're trading. When you look at a chart, if you say to yourself, example, this stock has support at $10. I'm going to buy it at $10.25. If that's the case, okay, your stop loss, if the support level is $10, put your stop loss at $9.50, $9.40. Put it underneath the $10. That's it. There's your stop loss. But you might have other situations where you get yourself into a Tesla trade at $6.40, and maybe your stop loss is all the way down at $6.15. Okay? You can have a small cap, one of those crazy fast-moving small caps that halts all over the place, where you can buy the stock at 10, your stop loss might be down at 8 because that's how volatile the stock is. That's where the support level is. It's where your stop loss needs to be. Your position size should change on every single trade. Your risk should stay the same. That's why so many people that do that, they pick a random percentage. A lot of people that do that, they find themselves very frequently getting stopped out of a position prematurely, and then the stock moves higher. They might buy a stock at $20. They say, I'm going to set my stop loss at, whatever this 4%. They put their stop loss down at, $19.25, even though the support level could be $18.50. Then the stock goes down, stops them out of their position, right? Stops them out of their position, and then gets down to 19, 18.80. That 18.50 support level holds. The stock goes back up to 20, 21, 23, 24 later on in the day. And they're saying, evil market makers. They hunted my stop loss. Those evil market makers, they stopped me out of my 100 shares. They knew it. They saw me. They saw my order. They said, I got to go down. I got to get this guy. I got to stick it to this guy, this 100 shares. We're going to really give it to this one. No, that's not what's happening. Your stop losses are just in the wrong place. Your stop loss can't be above the support level. You're stopping out of your position. People like me are getting long. Why? Because the support level is 18.50. I'm going to be buying at 19 and 18.80. I'm not going to be stopping out. I can show you 3 examples right now. I'll get myself into a SPY option trade, okay, where maybe I'll put $20,000 into a SPY option trade. Figure if I'm risking around 20, if there's like 25% risk on the trade, okay. So if I put like 20 grand into a SPY option trade, I can be risking around like $5,000, right? You'll risk around $5,000 on a $20,000 SPY option trade that expires maybe in a week. Okay, that's a $20,000 position size, $5,000 risk. I can put myself into a small cap, let's say a $10 stock, and my stop loss, let's say, is 950. And if I buy the stock at if I buy the stock at $10, I'm stopping out at 950. I can adjust my position size now, buying 10,000 shares. If I get stopped out at 950, that's still $5,000 in risk. But now it's 10,000 shares at $10. Well, now you're talking about $100,000 position size. Well, now that's $100,000. I'm still risking $5,000. The SPY trade, $20,000, still risking $5,000. Then I can go and I can trade $1,000 stock. Let's say Tesla, when Tesla was $1,000. Maybe I buy 1,000 shares at 1,000. My stop loss is $9.95. Now I'm risking $5 a share on 1,000 shares. That's $5,000 risk. But what's 1,000 shares times $1,000 a share? That's $1 million position size. So now I have $1 million position size, $100,000 position size, and a $20,000 position size. On every single one of those trades, my risk is $5,000. That is the way you properly manage your risk as an active trader that's going to be day trading and swing trading. But too many people do it the opposite way. They just go, oh, I'm just going to put every single trade, I'm putting $5,000 in. Every trade, every single one. No. Then what happens? One trade, you lose $100. Another trade, you lose 1,000. And you're never going to be consistently profitable that way. You got to have consistency in your risk. And you guys will learn that as a member of TDG. Mike, been curious about this for a while. As the market bleeds out, do the trading opportunities remain, or does the volatility eventually bleed out as well? Appreciate your time. No, the trading opportunities are always going to be there. I mean, eventually the volatility will slow down where you're not getting, 13-point moves in the SPY in one single day, but that's not happening anytime soon. You're going to have volatility for the whole year. And then I think as we get towards the end of the year is when I think volatility slows down a little bit. And that's when I think the market starts to climb back up. So that's why I'm telling you, like, this moment right now, within the next couple of weeks and couple of months, is literally your moment, in my opinion. Okay. This is where throughout all of this volatility that you're seeing, get yourselves educated now. Let's seize the opportunity that is this volatility to be able to trade these in this environment. Okay. And then when the dust settles, as I believe it will this summer, that's when we start deploying the long-term capital and the long-term portfolios, because I think that the stock market recovers second half of this year. And I actually believe that if you look back December 31st, I think the stock market will be higher December 31st than it will be in June and July. Okay. I don't think we go all the way back to all-time highs, but I think we're higher in December than we are in June and July, which means, if I'm correct, these next couple of weeks to couple months is where the buying opportunity lies. And I'm cashed up for it. I'm ready for it. My TC family is ready for it as well. What is the best way to use stop losses to manage positions when trading options? Okay, John Sadia. This is a very, very open-ended question, because there is not a best way. It's whatever way you prefer. There's a couple of different ways that you can do this and manage your risk on options. Neither one is right or wrong. It really comes down to what you like better. Two different ways to do this. Set a stop loss based on the actual price of the option contract itself, or set a stop loss based on the price of the underlying stock, the option you're trading. There's pros and cons of each. Setting your stop loss based on the price of the option will allow you to manage your risk completely, where you say, I'll buy this option at $5. If it gets to $4.20, I'm going to stop out. That way you'll know exactly how much money you're going to lose if you're wrong. That's the pro of that. The con of that is you might get stopped out of your position just because your timing is off. So even though the underlying stock, the pattern is still intact, time decay, IV crush could eat into the premium on your contract, stop you out of the position, and then the trade may end up working itself out. So those are the pros and cons of that. The other option you have is setting your stop loss based on the underlying stock itself. So let's say if you get into SPY put options at 390 and you say my stop loss is if the SPY gets to 393, that's you saying I'm in this trade as long as the SPY is under 393. I'm in the trade. Doesn't matter if it's 10 minutes from now, if it's 5 hours from now, you're in the trade. The pro of that is as long as the chart pattern of the underlying stock is intact, you'll be in the trade. The con to that is you're going to lose a different amount of money depending on when you get stopped out of that trade. If you get stopped out of that trade in 10 minutes or in 5 hours, you're going to lose a completely different amount of money because of IV crush and time decay. Okay. So those are the two different ways for you to do this. If you're going to do it based on the underlying stock itself and not based on the price of the option, or it doesn't matter, either one, make sure you check your delta on your option contract. Your delta value in your option will tell you how far the option will move for every $1 move that the stock makes. So if you have a delta of 0.4, that means if the stock moves $1, the option will move 40 cents. And that can help you kind of gauge where the option may be if you do get stopped out, but that's not taking into account any IV crush or time decay. So I always will tell people when you're trying to do it that way, if you figure out, if you say, okay, my delta is 0.4, if you buy an option at, let's say $6 and you got a delta of 0.4 and your stop loss is $2 away, then your delta would be 0.4 times $2 is your stop loss. So you're looking at 80 cents. So if you buy the stock at $6, you're looking at $5.20 minimum, but that's not factoring in time decay or implied volatility. So give yourself a little bit of an extra buffer, call it $5. And that's how you can give a guesstimate and say, okay, my stop loss is around $5. So now you know kind of a ballpark how many options I need to buy for at 6. So if I do get stopped out at 5, I'm within my risk tolerance. And that's just a quick little calculation. Again, it's not going to be exact, but it's a quick little calculation that can help you guys kind of figure that stuff out. I hope that helps, John. Yo, Rhino, what's up, man? Hey, yo, hope the fam had a good day, man. Mike, your advice for me to set a daily max loss has really turned my losing days around. A couple of red days, but no sweat off my back. Green days way bigger now. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah, Rhino. Hell yeah. So let me expand a little bit about what Rhino's talking about right now. Okay. This is nothing, I'm not sharing anything that you guys don't know. I mean, Rhino just said it. So Rhino was struggling a little bit. And I had him implement a max daily loss that is no greater than 3 times your risk per trade. Why this is important. Let's say if you risk $100 per trade, right? Just easy math. Let's say your risk tolerance is $100. Okay. If you risk $100 per trade, your max loss for a day should be around 300. Give or take, a couple dollars, maybe 350, whatever, because, $100, maybe one trade, you lose 110, then you lose 98, then you lose, 112. That's your risk tolerance, $100, right? So your risk tolerance should be 3 times your risk per trade. Why this is important. If you go 0 for 3 or 1 for 4 or whatever it is, you're not trading well. It's not a good day, right? It's not a good day. Setting that max daily loss for yourself is important, not only for your P&L, but also for your mental capital. Traders really have a hard time swallowing a red day that's bigger than their green days. If your biggest green day ever, let's say, is $1,000, then all of a sudden you have a $2,000 red day, that's going to haunt you. It's going to haunt you because you have never seen a 2 with a comma that's been green before. So in your head, you're like, it's not possible for you to make that in one day, but I lost it in one day. And that will eat you alive. It'll eat you alive. It'll force you to overtrade, revenge trade, try to make the money back sooner than you should, take too much risk than you should, get bigger position size than you should, go after higher risk trades than you normally do. And that is when the downward spiral begins. Your mental capital falls apart. It is very, very important that when you have a bad day, that you have seen the exact opposite on a good day. You should not have bad days that cannot be erased by a good day. If you go 3 times, let's say $100 is your risk, okay? 3 times that, let's call it you exit your third losing trade of the day. You're down $345. You're like, that's it. I'm cutting it. I hit my max loss. I'm done for the day. The very next day, you can go 2 for 2, right? 2 for 3, 3 for 4. That's not unheard of. And if you're risking $100 per trade, and let's say you go 2 for 2, maybe on one trade you make $180, on the other trade you make $150. If you didn't get any follow through on those 2 winning trades, you just made $330. The day before you lost $345. You just erased a bad day with one good day. You have no idea how important that is for your psyche to see, man, I traded like shit today. And no, I can make that back tomorrow, though. Two trades, and I can make that all back. It's very important that you feel that way. Because if you've never made $2,000 in a single day ever, your biggest green day ever is $1,000, and one day you lose $2,700, you know in your head, damn, I got to have 3 not good trades. I got to have 3 good days to make that money back. Well, guess what? You've only got about 22 trading days in a month. So if one red day requires 3 green days to make it back, there's 4 trading days gone from your month. And that's assuming that you're going to have those 3, and there's not going to be another red day mixed in those 3. What happens if you have another red day mixed in there? Now add on 1 or 2 more days. Now 6 days gone. Before you know it, half of your month is gone and you're break even. This is why so many people have a hard time being consistent. Risk management. So I had Rhino go through and set that max daily loss to keep you controlled when you're trading poorly. And then when you have good days, you let them ride. You let them ride. But when you're trading like crap, you got to know when to pull the reins back on yourself. And that 3 times your max, 3 times your risk per trade as a max daily loss is a perfect sweet spot. That'll keep your red days within reason. It avoids stepping on the landmines and focuses more on little paper cuts. Remember, it's easier to recover from paper cuts than it is stepping on a landmine. And Rhino, prime example, he had a couple of red days, but it's no sweat off his back. His green days are way bigger now. And that is how it should be. I told you guys this is going to be a live stream about risk management and discipline. And these are the things that will have a long-lasting impact on your trading and on your P&L. I hope you guys are taking notes and hope you're paying attention. I'd like to see how many people, though, that are on this live stream. I'd like to see how many people are new. If you're not a member of True Trading Group, if you are not a member, do me a favor and type the letters TTG real quick. Do me a favor, type the letters TTG. If you're not a member of True Trading Group, I want to see who we're working with, what we got going on right now, how many people are with us here this evening that are not members. All right, let's go through it. Raylan. All right, Raylan. We got James St. Patrick, Colby Zolano, Ruben, R. Core, Dirty Cuban, Ronnie Cole, Gerardo Forte, Melissa, Stack, Vape, H. Montero, Nazer, Yoda, David, Linda, Luke. Beautiful, guys. A lot of new faces coming on here joining us. Benz, Raudell. Beautiful. Guys, excellent. Elvira, Tim, this is great. I love it. Fantastic. Guys, listen up. All of you that are brand new, all of you that are brand new, I want to welcome you here to the live stream. I hope you guys, got some value from the very start of the live stream. I actually have a really important announcement that I want to make. I have a really important announcement here that I want to make tonight with some very unfortunate events that have taken place earlier today. And for this, I want to bring on my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group. Everybody give a big AO to Adam.
COVID positive yet again.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it. Do you just have COVID like in a bucket and you inhale and then close it?
No, what I did was when my kid was sick with COVID, I wanted an excuse to get sympathy. So I had her blow in a bunch of balloons. So now, like every couple of weeks, I just, open them up and get get going.
All right.
Yeah. So, pretty disgusting thing that happened today over in Texas.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get political about it. This is not a conversation about gun control or anything like that. But it's pretty disgusting, and there isn't. I have two little kids, and they're around that age. My daughter is, my daughter's going to be 9, my son's going to be 5, and you think about how many people's lives were just absolutely ruined, and how many lives were ended today that never got a chance to start. And it's just there is no words to describe that, right? So what we're gonna do here, and look, Mike and I have done stuff like this before. We don't normally talk about it, but Mike and I do a lot of behind the scenes charity work, and we don't talk about it. We don't use it for anything. We use it for a tax write-off, but we also do it because we want to do it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is we don't use it in like a marketing thing or whatever else, right? What I am going to do tonight is say that I am not in Texas, and I cannot, I'm not, I can't fly there and donate blood, and I know, because that's what they're asking for right now all over the news. But rest assured, what I do think they're going to need is donations for funeral expenses and other things that come about. I know that, I was reading online earlier that the Sandy Hook, the Sandy Hook Promise, which is a charity and nonprofit, has already committed to helping them in any way that they can. So what we're going to do is, and we'll try this out for tonight and see how it goes. But and if it doesn't go well, it doesn't matter because I'm going to do it anyways.
Yeah, we'll do it anyway.
But whatever True Trading Group makes as a company for this evening, we're going to match it dollar for dollar and donate it to the victims of the Texas shooting today.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do. And if nobody signs up, that's okay. I'm still going to give them a lot of money anyway, so it doesn't matter.
We're doing it regardless. But so basically, we're going to make a donation to the Texas families, and then on top of the donation that we're going to give, whatever we get here tonight on this live stream, we're just going to match dollar for dollar and just add that on top of the donation that we are already planning to give as True Trading Group. So that's kind of what we're going to do here this evening. I don't have kids yet, but I've got 2 beautiful nieces and a beautiful nephew. And it's like when you hear shit like that, it's just different. It's like when you hear about these mass shootings, but it hits different when it's an elementary school. It really does. So, my heart and prayers go out to the families that are dealing with that tonight. I can't imagine going through and dealing with something like that. I really, really can't. So we're happy to help any way that we can at True Trading Group. So like I said, we're going to be giving a donation, and then whatever revenue that we get tonight on this live stream, we're just going to match that dollar for dollar for that donation as well.
Yeah. So, and then whatever that number is, we will let you guys know tomorrow night on the stream. We'll say, hey, we sold X amount of memberships tonight. We'll show proof of it, 100% transparent.
Yeah.
We don't screw around with that type of shit. So, and we'll let you guys know what that number is as well. Bro.
Should we start donating to your hospital bill for
I got good medical insurance.
You okay, man?
I got good medical insurance. I'm good. I don't need donations for that.
I hope so.
All right. So, So that's it. So Mike, go ahead and because of this,
Yeah, we're going. Go ahead, Adam. Go ahead. I'll let you go ahead.
Because of this, we're going to keep the price at 1,100 tonight and give laptops. Mike and I will just buy them. It doesn't matter. We just want to make sure. We just want you guys to not have an excuse not to join, right? So we're going to give you the $1,100 price point from last night. We're going to give you guys a laptop for signing up. We are not going to put a limit on it. So it's not like there's going to be a limit. We're going to run it till midnight. Whoever signs up, we will match it dollar for dollar. If 200 people sign up, Mike and I got to go out and buy 200 laptops. I don't think 200 people are going to, don't worry.
No, 200 people are not signing up.
If you don't need laptop, lower price. Hang on 1 second. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, do you want to offer to him without the laptop?
I mean, honestly, for tonight, I just, whatever. I just want to do, whatever gets the best result for the families in Texas is the way that I look at it. That's all right.
So how about this? If you guys don't want to do the laptop, okay? If you guys don't want to do the laptop, I will do it for $1,000 even.
Wow.
We're not going to put any limit on this tonight. There's none of that FOMO bullshit. None of that. No limit tonight.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. Okay? If you want to get the laptop, you'll use the coupon code that we have. If you don't want the laptop, you have to send me a text message so I can give you that code.
Yeah. I'll tell you guys, you know what? If you want, Adam, you want me to just go into explaining them how to do that? And
yes, but let them know they got to text me if they don't want the laptop because I have to give them the code.
Yes. Okay, guys. So listen up. So those of you that are not members, if you guys do want to take part in this, okay, you have two different options. You can do a 50% discount, which brings the price down to $1,100. That will include a free laptop and 2 private study group sessions with the pro trader at True Trading Group. Option number 2 is no laptop and $1,000. Okay. If you want the no laptop option for $1,000, send a text message right now to the phone number that we are about to post on the bottom of the screen. It is 201-775-9702. Again, that's 201-775-9702. That number is the bottom of your screen. If you, what's up?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you were coming out to say something. So that's if you guys want no laptop and $1,000. If you want the free laptop, it's $1,100, and you can go to ttgoffer.com and then enter the coupon code TTG121. Okay. So this is only for tonight. Okay. We are only giving you this offer because of the horrific events that have taken place in Texas. And like I said, whatever monies that True Trading Group as a company earns here tonight in this live stream, Adam and I are going to match dollar for dollar in our donation to the families of the victims.
Now, what we will mention also is if you get the laptop with TTG121 and you want to go ahead and you don't really want it and you want to resell it, you will obviously, you can put it on eBay and sell it. You'll make more money than what it was. So it's really up to you, whatever you want.
Yeah.
But those are the two options that we're giving out tonight. Coupon code to just donate? No, because we don't have anything set up and we're not going to collect the money. So
yeah, we're not going to.
The way this is going to work is once we see, because we're either going to donate to Sandy Hook Promise, or we're going to see over the next day or so what comes up from from this. Are there multiple GoFundMe's for funerals, things like that? We're going to keep an eye out for that stuff. Regardless, this week we're either going to donate to that stuff or we're going to give it to the Sandy Hook Promise.
Yeah, because the Sandy Hook Promise has already come out to say that they're going to help the families. So if we give money then to Sandy Hook Promise, then that would go towards the families.
Right.
So
and then what we'll do is we could also take this approach. Mike and I will talk about it, but we'll take this approach like, we'll give, we'll talk about it, but maybe we'll do like, maybe we'll take a similar approach for lifetime membership in STR this week, just to do something cool, Yeah,
that's not a bad idea.
So that's how members can join. Or we have Trader Palooza coming up. Maybe every ticket for Trader Palooza, we donate a portion over to the. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Well, for members that want to help and everything. You guys are amazing. I love you guys that you're willing to help and everything. Incredible. I really do love all you guys. We'll talk about that tomorrow.
We're the best team. JD just sent me a message saying, "Can you take $300 out of my pay so that you can donate it to?"
Oh man.
Yeah, no, I'm not taking $300 out of his pay. I'll just donate.
We have the best team. We really do have the best team. It's just, we really do. You guys and girls are just amazing. So that's it, folks. Okay, so there you have it. Very simple. Again, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. That's the 1100 price point and a free laptop, or text 201-775-9702 if you want the 1,000 with no laptop. Okay, so 1,000 no laptop.
1,000 with no laptop is not something that we will ever offer again.
Yeah, no, we're literally just doing that.
Yeah, I'm doing this. I'm doing this to literally give you guys no excuse to try and raise up some money here. That's it.
Yeah.
So, Mike, maybe explain everything, and I'll sign off and get.
Yeah, guys. So aside from obviously we explained to you that every dollar that we make tonight, we're going to match dollar for dollar for a donation to the Texas families. But let me tell you what also you're going to be getting for the money that you're spending. Not just will the money that you spend be helping the families in Texas, but what you're actually going to get as a member of True Trading Group is you have to understand that when you're joining True Trading Group, guys, you're joining a platform. You're not just joining courses in a chat. We're not just a chat room. Okay. You're going to get the same level of professional education that I received when I worked at a fund in New York. It's in depth and complex, yet easy to understand and implement quickly, whether you never traded a day in your life or you've been doing this for 10 years and you're looking to gain an edge. Our platform can help you reach your goals. I get asked all the time, what makes TTG different from other trading courses? And for starters, we are a platform. The platform, yes, it does include courses, but so much more than just courses. We have tools from today's top fintech companies like Benzinga, TradingView, Trade Ideas, Polygon, CBOE, Quote Media. These tools, if you went to those companies on your own, it cost you about $4,000 to $5,000 a year. Okay. Whether you join True Trading Group or not, chances are you're going to buy some, or if not all, of those tools. Don't do that. We've spent years building relationships with these companies so we can offer their products at no additional charge on our platform, included in your membership. Okay. And not to mention, you're joining a community of active and educated and like-minded and helpful traders and investors led by our team of full-time mods that have over 100 years of combined experience trading stocks, options, crypto, futures. We day trade, we swing trade, and we also do long-term investing. Results matter at True Trading Group, folks, and results are quantifiable through your own P&L. Your P&L is what matters, not mine, not anybody else's, yours. And the fact of the matter is that most of our members are making money and they're becoming better traders. And if you don't believe me, watch me carefully. Guys, if you are a member of True Trading Group now, if you are a member, very simple question. I'd like you to type the $ if you're making money and becoming a better trader because of True Trading Group. If that answer is yes, I'd like you to type the $ in chat right now. Now, anyone that typed TTG before that said I'm not a member, I'd like you to pay attention to how many people come through here and type the $ in chat right now. Because all these people that are typing the $, these are your peers. They found True Trading Group most likely the same way that you did, and that's one of these live streams. They have all the same excuses that you had. They have a full-time job. They have a small account. They lost money in the market before. They have no experience whatsoever. But now here they are telling you that they're making money and they're becoming better traders. If they can do it, so can you. Okay? If they can do it, so can you. You're also going to get the 2 free private study group sessions where you're going to be able to get some individualized attention from a TTG mod to ask some questions and go over some details on topics that you're unsure about so we can help speed up your learning curve. And last but not least, you're going to see me put my money where my mouth is. Everyone that signs up by midnight tonight, you have 1 year, 1 full year to go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend 1 study group. If throughout that year membership, you complete those 3 tasks and still fail to make your membership fee back, tonight it's either $1,100 or $1,000, depending on which option you choose. It's $1,100 if you want a free laptop. It's $1,000 if you don't want a free laptop. Regardless of what it is, if you do not make that membership fee back at least once during your membership, we will give you double your money back. If you pay the $1,100, we'll give you back $2,200. If you pay the $1,000, we will give you $2,000. That's how we hold ourselves accountable to you. That is how we prove to you how confident we are in our ability to help you become successful. Nobody out there is willing to offer you double your money back. And I'm not saying you only have 30 days to figure this out, otherwise the money back guarantee expires. You can literally come to us on day 364 and be like, hey guys, I never made back my membership fee. Okay, here you go. Here's your $2,000 or $2,200. Our program failed you. That's how we hold ourselves accountable to you. And since 2016, we have a refund rate of 2.48%. 2.48%. I share that with you to prove to you not just how infrequently people request a refund, but that it is in fact real. But chances are you're not going to want it. Chances are you're not going to need the refund. We have a retention rate of about 78%, which means about 78% of our members are choosing to renew their membership or upgrade to become a lifetime member of TTG. If our members were not having success and seeing progress and becoming better traders, do you think 78% of them would be renewing their memberships? I don't think so. And then every single dollar that we raise tonight, or every single dollar that we make tonight, rather, through memberships, we will match dollar for dollar. All right, we'll match dollar for dollar, and we're going to donate to the Texas families. Everybody welcome Jose. Jose, welcome to the family. Everybody welcome Jose. Jose is the newest member of the TTG family. All right, we're not putting a limit on this. Okay, we're not, this is not, hey, we only have 10 laptops tonight. This is, whatever we do tonight, we're going to let it run until midnight. So however many people sign up, we're going to do that dollar for dollar. We're going to match it. We're going to donate it to the families of the victims in Texas today. Okay. So no limit tonight, folks. All right. So again, if you want the free laptop, ttgoffer.com, and then you enter the coupon code TTG121. If you want no laptop and $1,000, you send a text message to 201-775-9702. Everybody welcome Brian. Brian's the newest member of the TTG family, folks. Brian is the newest member of the TTG family. Everybody welcome Brian. Let's see, guys. Let's see how much we could we can make here tonight. I'm actually, and then tomorrow we'll let everybody know because we're going to let it run until midnight because there might be some people that are watching this after we go live.
Right? Yeah. Also, for existing members that want to contribute, give Mike and I the night to talk about it. We will come up with something for tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. Just give us this. This is low hanging fruit on a live stream. It's easy to say, hey, everything that you spend or everything that we make on a live stream, we'll donate dollar for dollar. For existing members, we don't have a nonprofit set up for True Trading Group. It's a big goal of Mike and myself to do that, but we're not set up for that yet. So we cannot take your money to donate to a charity. We're not set up for that. Everything that we do is extremely above board. So we wouldn't do that anyways. So just give us the evening to talk to our council, to come up with some ideas on how we can do something similar to what we did here this evening. Okay?
Yeah. All right, folks, there you have that. All right. So there it is. Okay. Guys, no need for an address. You don't have to enter an address when you sign up if you are the people that are getting the free laptop. Once you sign up, you'll be sent a welcome email that has instructions on how to claim that free laptop. Okay. So you'll be sent instructions on how to claim that free laptop. All right. Welcome to the family, Frank. Guys, $3,000 raised so far. Everybody welcome Frank. Frank's the newest member of the TC family, folks. $3,000 raised so far. So we are going to be matching $3,000 to donate to the families of the victims in Texas. So welcome, Frank. Welcome to the TTG family. That's $3,000 raised so far. All right, guys. So there we have that. All right. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to head on over to, we're going to go back to the charts. All right. We're going to touch upon a couple of things here today. I'm going to walk you guys through my trading from the day, and we're going to go over some risk management lessons that occurred throughout the day today with my trading specifically. Okay. So today, everybody welcome Wesley. Guys, that's $4,000 that we've now raised. That is $4,000 that we have now raised for the victims in Texas. Everybody welcome Wesley. Wesley, welcome to the family. $4,000 now. Welcome, Wesley. All right. So today was a red day for me. Today I was red on the day when the day was all said and done, but it was a very manageable red day. And as much as I come on the live streams, and I like to I tell you guys about my green days, and we always talk about my winning trades. And listen, I'm right a lot more than I'm wrong, but I also am wrong sometimes. I also do make losing trades. I also do have red days, but it's very important that we talk about those as well as we talk about the green days, because there's always lessons to be learned, whether you're green, red, and honestly, sometimes you can learn more from red days than you do from green, to be honest with you. And today, even though I had a red day, I'm actually not upset with my trading, because I think I did a very, very good job today of controlling my risk on the day. And I think that, today could have gone a lot worse than it did. And I really just look back and I'm saying, wow, I really did a good job managing the risk on this trade. I did a good job managing this. Like, I really managed these positions well. So even though I'm red on the day, I can walk away from the day like, okay, like you fought today. Like today was a fight, but you always want to make sure that when after that bell rings, literally and figuratively, when that bell rings, you want to make sure you're still in the fight. And after a day like today, it's more like a scratch than it is me, stepping on a landmine or anything like that. Okay. So let's go back over to the charts. I want to talk about this stuff with you. Okay. Because I feel like there's a lot that you can learn from that. And first, the first one that we're going to hit on is going to be Meta, Facebook, because this is the first one that I went after. And I went after Meta here. After the big gap down today, I wanted so badly. One of my best ideas today, okay? One of my best ideas today was short Meta in front of 185, right? We talked about it pre-market, okay? It was in my pre-market game plan. My pre-market game plan was shorting Facebook in front of 185. And we missed it. We missed my entry by like 50 cents. I couldn't believe it. I was so pissed. The high of the day today on Meta was 183.68. And I was going to get ready to short this thing at like 184.50. So I'm like, oh, I couldn't believe that I missed that entry point by like, I don't know, 75 cents, whatever it is, which is nothing for Meta. And then you see the stock just proceeds to drop $9. I'm like, oh. So I missed that first move to the downside, but I'm like, you know what? Listen, the stock is still weak. The stock is still weak, and you got everything going on with all the social media stock getting pummeled. So let me just wait out. I'll short the first bounce that I get. So there's the first bounce that I get. I stepped in right there. Okay, right there, I stepped in and I shorted Facebook. Okay, now I shorted the stock itself. Whenever I trade a large cap, I always alert members. I always alert members to an option contract that they can coincide and short to play the short with me. Or if it's a long, whatever, I'll just give a call option or a put option if you want to be in the trade with me, but you don't have the capital to trade the stock. I'll always let people know. So I got short, I don't know, it was 178.58, something like that was the entry. It was like 178, 179. It was in that right up inside in the top, towards the top end of this candle is where I got short. And then like we just kind of start trading sideways, and then we get down here and we start testing the low of the day. And now this is actually really important, folks. We get down testing the low of the day, and I go ahead and I take a piece of profit, right? I take a piece of profit off right here in front of the low of the day, just in case that low of the day does not break. I took off 25% of my position, okay? So 25% of my position comes off the table there. Now, while this is taking place, the SPY is rolling over. So you see how the SPY is rolling over and the SPY dropped significantly. You had a 5-point drop there on the SPY. Okay. Now that's a significant drop in the overall markets. And during that entire sell-off, Meta was not breaking the low of the day. Now that was a sign to me. I said, now hold on a second. The entire market is rolling over. Meta is not breaking the low of the day. Now, I thought that to be problematic because as the market sold off, the markets were getting into a key level of support. And I said, if the markets bounce from here, you might get a bounce back in Facebook. I don't like that the SPY just sold off 5 points and Facebook did not break the low of the day. I did not like that. I came on the mic. I told my members in chat, I said, guys, I'm taking another piece of profit off the table, because I don't like the fact that we did not break the low of the day. And we are recognizing, okay, the lack of continuation selling pressure while the overall markets experience selling pressure. Guys, the code word for tonight is family. All right, the code word for tonight is family. And I think that is, a very fitting code word for tonight in many ways. So this is for members only. This is code word number 10 out of 18. If you're not a member True Trading Group, don't worry about this. We do a bunch of fun giveaways with members. We give away cash, electronics, Ethereum. This is one of those giveaways. So if you're not a member, don't worry about this code word family. If you are a member, this is code word number 10 out of 18. All right, guys, that's code word number 10 out of 18, family. All right, I think that's a very good word here for tonight. So with that being said, then I came and I took another piece of profit off the table and I reduced my position size down even further. Now, not because my profit target was reached. My next profit target was down around 174. Okay, so it's not that I got to my profit target and that's why I took profit off on the trade. I'm like, oh yeah, look at me, like, big time trade. No, this is small profit at this point in time. The stock is not doing what I thought it was going to do while the overall market was completely selling off. So that's why I peeled some of that position off the table. And it turned out to be the right move because we never broke the low of the day. We never broke the low of the day. And then all it took was for the SPY to recover later in the day, right? You see how the SPY recovers later in the day, and that caused Meta to climb higher. Okay? That caused Meta to climb higher. And I ended up stopping out of the rest of my position. Okay, I ended up stopping out the rest of my position. I believe it was right in here. Or maybe even back here. It was right around this 181 level. I think it was right here. Yeah, I think it was right here, maybe. Or was it over here? I don't know. I don't remember. It was right around 181. Okay, so I took these first two pieces of profit, which was about like half of my position size, off the table for small profit, and then I stop out the rest of the position for a loss on the rest of the position. But it's around half my position versus the other half I already took off for some profit. They almost kind of canceled each other out. So it was a very non-event trade. It was a very uneventful trade for me on that Meta trade. But things could have gone very differently had I not managed this position and changed my thoughts about Meta rolling over and reduced my position at that time. Okay. And whenever I do something like that, I'll always let my THD fam know. And I explained it to everybody. I put it in the alert, just so everybody was aware of what I was doing and why I was doing what I was doing. Okay. So that's the Meta trade. So again, managing my risk, right? Managing my risk. Then we had GameStop. I shorted GameStop today, made a little bit of money, nothing crazy. I shorted GameStop literally right here. All right. This really isn't a risk management play. I took profit off at the low of the day. And then when the market started to recover, I just said, you know what, the hell with this. I don't want to be short anything when the market started to recover. And I'll get into the reason why I didn't want to be short anything. I'll get into that reason in just a moment. And I just got flat the rest of the position right in here. So this was a small gain on GameStop, short GameStop around $90. I took some profit off around 87 and change, and then flat at 89. Small profit there on GameStop, nothing to write home about. But then the trade that really put me right on the day was the SPY. But even with the SPY, I feel like I managed the risk on this position very well. And the first piece of the managing the risk on the position comes from the initial entry and the proper position size on the trade. I told everybody in chat when I first entered this trade that if you're going to enter this trade, you have to assume that you're risking a minimum of 25%. Okay. You gotta figure you're risking a minimum of 25% on this trade. And I told everybody that, okay, that you were going to be risking about 25%, because that's just how volatile the options in the SPY are. So I stepped in right here at this moment, and I bought put options on the SPY. Okay, right there is where I bought put options on the SPY as we climbed back up to retest previous lows. That was this morning's initial low, and that was also yesterday's lows. So I was looking for that level to become resistance and looking for the market to then roll back down later in the day. Okay. Now, the proper position sizing on the entry is key at first and I teach you guys proper position sizing and how important it actually is, because my stop loss was 392.50. Okay. Now, when you guys got here, I'll draw a line across this level. You will see that we ran up and tapped that level. And then before the markets then rolled all the way back down. And during this little bit of a move higher here, a lot of people get very nervous when a stock goes against them. You have to take notice of how you feel in trades when a stock is approaching your stop loss. That is how you will know if you truly do have, that is how you'll know if you truly do have the proper position size. If you were nervous during this move higher into the stop loss area and you were really getting anxious, then that means you have too much position size. Just because the stock approaches your stop loss doesn't mean that you should be nervous and you should be shaking. Okay. A stop loss area is a stop loss area for a reason. Okay. It's an area. It's not an individual price point. Everybody welcome Jeff. That's now $5,000, guys. That's $5,000 that we are matching tonight for the families of the victims of the Texas elementary school shooting. All right, everybody welcome Jeff. Jeff is the newest member of the THD family. Welcome, Jeff. Again, guys, so what we're doing is whatever we sell tonight in memberships, Adam and I are going to match dollar for dollar on top of a donation to the victims of the Texas shooting. Okay. Okay, so that's the proper position sizing, right? Then we pull all the way back in, and then I get to my first area of take profit, okay, which was not initially my first area of take profit, but it is now after what the markets did. And I took a piece off as soon as we got back down into this, what was resistance intraday. It then became resistance. It then became support. What you'll see how this used to be resistance earlier in the day. And this is why I took profit off when I did. See this area right here, guys, of resistance? You guys see this? Right? Look at that. See all that resistance there? Okay. That resistance then became support. And that's why I took a piece of my position off of the table at that time. So 25% of my position came off the table there at $7. I bought the contrast at $6.52. I took some profit at $7. Now I got down to 75% of my position, and I ended up getting stopped out of the rest of my position right there. Okay. And that was for a loss. I did lose on this trade. This is really the trade that really kind of solidified that I was going to be red on the day. But the fact that I already took a piece of profit off at $7, I took my screen's frozen. Let me go back and reshare. Okay. So the reason why, or rather, because I took profits off on 25% of my position, I reduced my risk. I put a little bit of profit in my pocket, which I ended up losing on the trade, but that little piece of profit ends up canceling out some of that loss, and it's on 75% of my position rather than 100% of my position. And it makes the losing trade a lot more manageable, and it makes the losing trade smaller than a full risk unit. What a risk unit is what do you risk per trade? If you risk $200 per trade, then that means a risk unit would be $200. And if you enter a trade and you only lose 100, then that means you lost less than a risk unit, which whenever you can make a losing trade and you lose less than a risk unit, that's a job well done. Okay, because those losing trades they're going to come. You're going to have losing trades. So whenever you can kind of escape with less than a risk unit, job well done. Okay, guys, again, if you want to save big and you don't want the free laptop, if you only want to pay $1,000, okay, you can send a text message to 201-775-9702. Again, that is 201-775-9702. All right. That number's at the bottom of your screen. All right. That number is at the bottom of your screen. All right. So there you have it, folks. So there's my trading from today. And you'll see how on what is a red day for me, how I'm able to manage that red day, right? Stay well within risk tolerance and walk away with, on a red day, walk away with just nothing more than, kind of a blip. And then we're right back at it. We're right back at it tomorrow. All right, my screen froze again. Let's try this again. I don't know why this keeps happening. All right, and then we're right back at it. Now, listen, tomorrow is going to be a big day, guys. Tomorrow you have the Fed minutes. Okay, the Fed minutes are historically a very volatile moment because you're getting the inside look into the notes that the Fed discussed from their last meeting. Now, if you recall, this was the Fed meeting. Okay, this was the Fed meeting when we got a 50 basis point hike, and we took we took 75 basis points off the table. Okay, no 75 basis point hike was what was said, and we got a 50 basis point hike. We're going to get the notes from that meeting. Now, understand that the information you're going to get tomorrow, this comes out at 2 p.m. Eastern. All right, this comes out at 2 p.m. Eastern. The information you're going to get is old. It's from this day. Okay, it's from this day. It's the notes from the meeting that happened here. Okay, so you have to understand that when the notes actually come out. But this could give you some insight into what we could expect in the June meeting, because in a couple of weeks we have another Fed meeting where they're expected to raise rates again by another 50 basis points. All right. So these notes tomorrow are probably going to give us a very big move in the market. The markets were very choppy today. Okay, the markets were very, very choppy today. If you take a look at an intraday chart of the SPY, all right, I mean, you were down in the morning. This was a clean move. Okay, if anybody was on puts on that, that was a very, very clean move. All right, that was a very nice trade. That was a clean move. Okay, but then the rest of the day, things got very choppy. You can see you were up, and then you were back down, and then you were up, and then you were back down, and then you finished up. Right.
So, Mike, real quick. Joe, pull up the trial membership for a second. I know you're right in the middle of explaining something, but I got something cool I thought would be neat to say real quick. For every trial member that signs up tonight, I'm going to donate $25. That may not seem like a lot, but our trial is free. So if 4 trials sign up, that's $100.
I like
trials sign up, it's $200.
It's
a free trial membership. So it doesn't cost you anything and there's no obligation. And you get to be in chat with us tomorrow on a really important day for the Fed meetings, or Fed minutes. So every trial that signs up tonight, I am going to donate $25 to Sandy Hook Promise. That's what I'm going to do. So that's all. Thanks.
I like it. So guys, listen, if you want to sign up for the trial, you guys can go to ttgthree.com and that'll give you guys a 7-day trial. Okay. That'll give you a 7-day trial. All right. If you want to, and the trial is free. So what we're doing here today is anyone that joins a full membership, Adam and I are going to match dollar for dollar. Okay. With whatever it is that we do tonight. So far, we're up to $5,000. All right. So we're going to be donating $5,000 to the families of the Texas victims. All right. Anyone that signs up for our free trial will donate another $25 on top for every person that signs up for the free trial. All right. So that'll be ttgthree.com. You guys can join our 7-day free trial. And then we'll donate $25 to every person that joins the trial. All right. So what I'll do now, folks, that kind of wraps up and concludes the my kind of lessons there on risk management. And then now tomorrow with the Fed meeting, you know, I got to tell you guys, today was very constructive. The fact that the market stabilized today and the fact that bond yields came down is actually a pretty constructive day in the market. This is now 3 consecutive times that the SPY has gotten down into the 380s and has really put in a nice reversal tail. It happened 2 Thursdays ago. We reversed off the 380s. It happened on Friday. We reversed off the 380s. And it happened today. We reversed off the 380s. There's a lot of buying pressure there in the mid to high 380s on the SPY. And so far, every time we've gotten down there, the markets have reversed it. That puts in a little bit of a, you know, we kind of stabilize a little bit. I'm not surprised the markets have moved higher after hours, slightly, not a lot, but we moved higher slightly going into the Fed minutes. And, you know, depending on what happens here with the Fed minutes, I think that today's price action, if there's nothing surprising in the Fed minutes, so there's nothing that really rattles the markets, I do think it's possible that you could see the SPY get back over 400 now, because I think that what you saw today was constructive from a technical standpoint to say that, you know, we tried to go down there and test Friday's lows with a growth scare from some social media companies, and the market swallowed it up. What would erase that is if the Fed minutes start talking about where the Fed in their last meeting, if they talk about a growth scare and a growth slowdown, that's going to rattle the markets, because the markets will feel that the Snap issue was not just isolated on social media companies and digital ad spending. And they might look at, oh, well, Snap, we knew that Snap was going to have a problem because Facebook already told us that they're having a problem because of TikTok. So it's something that could be isolated here to these social media companies and not from a global macro view. But if you start to see other companies, or if the Fed starts talking about that growth issue, or other companies start issuing growth warnings, then the markets will realize that it's not isolated to a TikTok thing, that it's actually bigger picture, it's macro, it's the economy. And then that would give you then the next leg down. So those are the things that I'm going to be listening for in the Fed minutes. And those are the things I'm going to be listening for from other company CEOs as other companies report earnings. Okay. But if you get better than expected earnings from NVIDIA without a growth scare, if you get better than expected earnings from Costco without a growth scare, the markets could very easily push themselves back up. And you can see the SPY 405, 407 within the next couple of days if there's no issues of a growth scare from anybody other than Snap. But if you get another company, if NVIDIA, if Costco, if any of these other companies come out and they say, we're revising guidance lower because of a deteriorating macro environment, which is what Snap said, if other companies start saying that, then forget it. All bets are off. You break Friday's previous low, you take another leg down into the 370s, maybe 360s, and then that will start to then the markets will price in the possibility of a recession. And that is when the opportunity for us opens to then start buying these stocks in our long-term portfolio. That is where I want to become a buyer of the chunk of the money that I have sitting on the sideline. I want that. I want that action. It equals opportunity for us as long-term investors. And I'm going to be able to swallow literally whole some fantastic companies that I believe 3, 5, 7 years from now are going to just continue to build wealth for myself and for my family. And I'll walk you guys through and I'll let you know whatever stock it is that I buy, when I buy it, you'll know. Well, my TC family will know, not the YouTube channel. My TC family, you guys will know exactly what it is. I've already nibbled on 9 different stocks. I plan on adding to those 9. But there's also another list of companies that I have my eyes on if and when that moment does present itself, and we'll be ready to jump all over it. Okay, guys, listen up. That concludes the education part of the live stream. What I'm going to do here now is I'm going to show you the TC platform, all the tools and resources that you get access to. I'll show it to you so you can see exactly what you're getting when you join the TC family, because we are a platform, right? And remember, every dollar that we make tonight, every membership that we sell, we are going to match dollar for dollar, and we're going to donate to the families of the victims of the Texas shooting. Every trial member that joins tonight, it's totally free. We're going to donate $25 for each trial member that joins. If you want to join our trial, it's 7 days, TTG.com. This is for tonight only. And then if you guys want to get a 50% discount and a free laptop, you go to ttgoffer.com. You enter the coupon code TTG121. If you don't want the laptop, you'd rather have an extra $100 off, and you want to pay $1,000, you can send a text message to 201-775-9702. That $1,000 offer is only good for tonight while we do this to raise money for the Texas families. I'm never going to do this again. Okay, it's for a good cause here tonight, and I don't want any excuses for people that have been wanting to join. Now I'm really removing any excuses that you guys had. Okay, so there's your chance. That's the offers you guys have tonight. Let me show you the platform. You're going to get our chat room where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic, calling out our trades as we go through the day. We're live on the mic in pre-market all the way through till after hours. We're with you for the whole day, and you also can use our mobile app. Our mobile app, guys, will let you be connected to chat even though you're not in front of your computer. As long as you can listen to music at work, you can follow along with what we're doing in chat with our mobile app. You can listen to the audio analysis. You could also get real-time push notifications whenever a moderator enters or exits a trade. All right. You're also going to get 2 private study group sessions. That's your chance to get some individual attention from one of the teaching pro traders to ask questions and go over lessons and topics that you're unsure of so we can speed up that learning curve. Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, live up to the second news alerts inside of our chat. If you went to Benzinga on your own, it's going to cost you $1,400 to have access to this. It's included with your membership to TTG. You can either grab it now for $1,000 or $1,100. You also get TradingView's premium charting software. This also costs several $100s a year. Not when you join True Trading Group. It is free with your membership. All right. You're also going to get the Trade Ideas scanner. Also, a few $100 a year, free with your TTG membership. Okay. This will make sure you always know what stocks are making new highs, new lows, which ones have a surge in volume. make sure that you guys are always focused on the stocks. You have the best chance to succeed. You're also going to get to use our simulator. Our simulator will let you trade stocks and options with fake money with real-time data so you can practice implementing what you learned in the courses. Please use the simulator, practice what you're learning, prove you can make money before you start risking your hard-earned cash. You also get to use our own scanner that lets you scan for crypto. And we also have dark pool data and unusual options activity, stuff that used to only be available to professionals. Now it's in the fingertips of the TC fam. A trading journal will track all your trades and give you statistics to show you what you're doing wrong so you know where to make some adjustments. A social sentiment scanner will scour through Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter and tell you what ticker symbols are being mentioned the most so you can stay ahead of the crowd. You get unlimited analyst ratings on any company you're interested in. So you can actually see how many analysts have a buy, sell, and hold rating on a particular stock. We publish a watch list every day of the stocks we have our eyes on and a game plan on how we plan on trading them so you know where to focus your attention. And then the courses. The courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version of the stuff I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. There's beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it, we've got it. There are no VIP courses that cost more money once you join. Every single course is included with your membership. You can get that membership tonight by going to ttgoffer.com, using the coupon code TTG121. That'll get you a 50% discount, brings it down to $1,100. And like I said, every dollar we make tonight will go towards the families of the Texas shooting. All right. If you guys don't want the laptop, send a text message to 201-775-9702, and you can get it for $1,000 instead of the laptop. All right. And last, before I forget, you also have the video library. That's got over 200 hours of additional video content. These are workshops and webinars that we've conducted with members live. And then we record them and we put them in the video library so you can watch them later. How to trade with a full-time job. What's up, Adam?
We just got 41 trials that signed up.
Wow, that's amazing.
So what I'm going to do.
That's amazing.
Is I'm going to go ahead and donate $1,025 right now.
Awesome. Awesome. We're doing it right. Do it right now.
I am.
That's awesome. Great job, guys.
Ooh,
really great job.
My home address is on the bottom. No. Anyways, there you guys go. And then I'll keep watching it. So I'm sure there'll be more trials that sign up. Again, if you want to sign up for the trial, go to tgthree.com. It is 100% free. For every trial that signs up tonight, I will be donating, or we will be donating, $25.
Awesome.
Okay.
Great job, everybody. Really great job. Those of you that
just from when you announced that we got, or from when I announced or we announced it, we got 41 people that signed up for the trial.
That's incredible. That's really incredible. That's awesome.
And then remember, tomorrow night on the stream, we'll let you guys know how much. So far, we have another person signing up right now. So, we have about $6,000.
Okay.
So, which is great,
Yeah. $6,000, man. $6,000 so far. I mean, we're going to run this until midnight.
Yeah.
So,
and then tomorrow we will figure something out.
Yeah. For current members.
For current members.
Yeah.
I saw a comment earlier. It's from Ronnie Cole. Pretty sure that's a bodybuilder. Or no, that's Ronnie Coleman. Never mind. Why don't you do another lifetime workshop tomorrow and do the same for members? I'd figure out a way to sign up for that. Okay. Mike and I will talk about it tonight.
We just did one today.
I think it's amazing that so many of you want to donate and figure out a way to donate. Let us figure that out.
Yeah. We don't have like a link for you to donate, guy. We're not going to Adam and I will figure it out.
All right. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Right after I have some soup and go to sleep.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, I was talking about the video library before we were going through that. So guys, yeah, I mean, these are workshops that we conduct live. And when you become a member, you can actually attend these workshops live yourself as well. And we cover a bunch of different topics. So gang, it's time you invested in something that can actually help you guys reach your goals. And I will tell you this, I'm fully transparent. I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't believe in sensationalism. I cannot guarantee you that you are going to be successful. You're going to make millions of dollars. I cannot guarantee you that. What I can guarantee you is a real chance of learning the skills that are needed to become profitable, as long as you're willing to put in just a little bit of effort. And I can promise that if you do not make back your membership fee at least once after going through our courses, passing our quizzes, and attending one study group, I can guarantee you that I'll give you double your money back if our program fails you. You have two options tonight. You can go to ttgoffer.com and enter the code TTG121 and pay $1,100. That's a 50% discount, and that's going to come with a free laptop. Option number two is to send a text message to 201-775-9702 and pay $1,000 and get no free laptop. The choice is yours. Either way, whatever the total amount of money it is that we make tonight in memberships through True Trading Group, we are going to match dollar for dollar and donate to the families of the Texas shooting victims. Okay. And then if you want to become a trial member, it's free. There's no credit card information required to become a trial member. You can go to ttgthree.com and sign up for the trial right now. And every person that signs up for the trial, we will donate an additional $25. I believe Adam said we're already at 41 or 45, or he said 41 or 45 trial members. So that's fantastic. Guys, we don't have a limit tonight. We're not saying, oh, we only have 10 laptops. This is a good cause. Whatever we do, we're running it until midnight tonight. Tomorrow, we'll let you all know what the total was that we ended up donating. And then for members of True Trading Group that want to know how they can get involved, Adam and I will talk after this live. We'll come up with something for tomorrow, and we'll share it with you guys tomorrow in chat. Okay? So I just want to say thank you to everyone that joined the TeachD family tonight. Everybody welcome Kerry. Kerry, welcome to the family. Kerry's the newest member of the TeachD family. Everybody welcome Kerry. So I want to say everyone that joined tonight, whether you're a full-time member now and you joined the family, or you are a trial member and you are soon to be part of the family, I want to say thank you for helping us raise money tonight for a good cause. And congratulations. Congratulations on taking the next step of, financial literacy and getting involved in the stock markets and getting educated to be able to seize the opportunities that the markets present to you and that the markets are presenting to you at this current point in time, as stock prices have gone significantly lower than where they were last year, and some cases even lower than where they were in 2020. And that, my friends, is providing us, in my opinion, with a fantastic long-term buying opportunity, not to mention fantastic trading opportunities in the middle of a trading day, whether you're day trading or swing trading. The volatility is providing us tremendous opportunities. And I don't think that volatility is necessarily going anywhere, but I do believe that your chance of adding in the long-term portfolios, I do believe that that's within the next couple of weeks to a couple of months, and we're going to be ready to pounce, and we're going to be cashed up and ready to go. All right. So that's it, folks. That's all. Thanks for joining me tonight. Again, thank you for all those that participated tonight. We'll update you guys tomorrow. And, again, my hearts and prayers go out to the families, the victims of the Texas shooting, just a horrific thing. So again, my hearts and prayers, and I speak on the entire TeachD team's behalf on that. Like I said, that's it, folks. I love you guys. I hope you guys got something from this live stream, not only just the importance of family for real, but some pretty good lessons on risk management too. And risk management is, I think family is the number one thing in life, and risk management is the number one thing in trading. We hit on both of them tonight. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on your notifications, get your butts in chat, get on the mobile app. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later. Have a great night, everybody. Let's go Rangers. See you.